Hey guys, welcome to Punky's World. I want to tell you a little story. I was watching Dolly Parton's 50th year on the Grand Ole Opry. It was a big special that evidently they did on NBC, and I was watching it on YouTube. And because I haven't had TV in eons, and regular TV, I only stream. And she sang Coat of Many Colors. And I was almost in tears because I would love for her to know this. I need to find an address where I can write her a letter. When I was a kid, that song meant a lot to me. My mother used it as a reminder. Because, as I've told you on this channel a number of times, I was just brutally bullied, and my mother used that song because she knew the story behind it. She knew it was a real story that Dolly was writing, and because she listened to all the interviews, read all the liner notes. She taught me to do that. Those liner notes are there for a reason, you know? Read them if you can, you know? Sometimes they're too small for my eyesight, but if you can, read them, you know, and appreciate that. And it was the same thing as my father teaching me to read credits on television and movies, because there are a lot of people that worked on it that you don't see on the screen. And those people are why those credits are there, to give them credit for the job that they did. And you should have enough respect to read it and learn their names and learn their projects, because hey, you might like a whole series of their projects. Like in the 80s, Carsey Warner made all kinds of sitcoms. It was like Norman Lear. They were everywhere. And he taught me that. And my mother taught me kind of the same thing with music. Read those liner notes. Listen to the interviews. Listen to the stories behind the songs. You know, and so she did that with this song. And she used it to help me through my bullying. Like ChatGPT said, she was showing me just because I was different didn't mean that I was less than, you know, and that it didn't matter what they said, you know. I had my mother, I had Jesus, which she always told me. I want to write to Dolly. I want Dolly to know this, you know, how much that song meant to my childhood and everything that I went through my childhood. And I still cry when I hear it. Actually didn't cry this time. Well, started to cry this time. But there's a lot of emotion behind it for me. And I want Dolly to know that that song made such a difference in my life. And that though I cried every time I heard it, I cried because it made a difference. Look where she was, you know? And I knew that I could grow beyond it. Even though it hurt like hell at the time. It was a reminder that I could grow beyond it. And I have. And that song just, oh my goodness. Like I said, I would love for Dolly to hear that story and know that her song made a difference in a little girl's life. Of course she does. Anyway, that's my friend telling me she needs my address for her GPS. Of course she does. You could be in there by now. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please hype and subscribe. Bye, guys.